it's Railroad Active here with a showcase on automating coke production in immersive engineering. As you see behind me, I have made a system that makes coke out of coal in an automated system using their immersive engineering coke ovens, hoppers, and conveyors. So to start off, the coal comes in by train, which in this case I use immersive railroading to do it, and I have their unloader augments above hoppers that then direct it into this conveyor right here. So the coal comes into the item sorter that sorts either the coal or to go into the crusher to get turned into straight coal, or the coal that's already I don't know which an item size gets right up here. Now I don't know why this decided to bug out like this. Found one bug with immersive engineering is that the conveyors will randomly have textures that go completely AWOL in this case, but don't worry about it. As soon as you exit and reload the game, usually that fixes it. However, usually different conveyors can bug up at different times, what I found. Well, anyways, back to that. So it goes all the way to the top of this hopper here, and then over there is just my little power plant, and a test area I will demonstrate soon. So once it gets in the hopper, I flip a lever that then brings up these conveyors, and then I have splitting conveyors. So in total, I have 8 coke ovens situated in 2 banks of 4. And you may wonder why this conveyor system looks complicated. Don't worry, it's not. It's simple. Because this thing right here splits it between the 2 banks. The left side goes to the left bank, the right side goes to the right bank. Now from here on, they're pretty much mirror images of each other. Then it goes to another splitter that runs beside each other. And then the one I'm on here goes all the way and splits off into these 2 conveyors. Then the one beside it splits off into those. Now, so pretty much it's the shape of a tree. I know it doesn't really look like this when I have it laid out like this, but you need to do it for the reasons I will show over here. Because, so this example is the way I have it set up. It's a lot more simpler. They don't have to have all the conveyors and ovens in the way. And then this system over here is where one side just keeps on going straight and splitting off our conveyors. Now the reason why I do this is so that each conveyor gets the same amount of coal. So here we'll put a stack of coal in here, and a stack of coal in here, and then we'll just let them be sorted. Because nice thing about the splitting conveyors, as you see, it'll send one item one way and the next one goes the other way. So to ensure that each side gets an equal amount. Now we'll just give it a minute here for the conveyors and hoppers to do their magic. But okay, so I think that's all. So over here, this one has exactly 16, this one has 16, this one has 16, this one has 16. So then each hopper got the same amount of coal. Now over here on the other hand, this one only got 8, this one also only got 8, this one got 16, and then this one got 32. So hence the coal distribution was uneven. So yeah, you may need a lot of conveyors to do it. It's just worth it because then when you're filling it all at once, then that way you could fill each hopper completely full and stop it at the same time. That way they're all full. And then now underneath here, I do have another conveyor running that brings the coke out from underneath and brings it into this silo here. Now, when the certain thing is triggered, it will send coke into the crusher to get turned into coke dust, which then goes over to my arc furnace over here. So then it comes over here into this side of the arc furnace, which then is this little thing here for making steel. Now, I do have it going on a hopper, so that then I have a redstone probe here, so when the hopper gets a certain distance, it'll send a signal down this redstone wire all the way over here to the base of the coke silo. So when it gets, so when the conveyor empties, it'll automatically allow coke to come out. Now, I don't have the system completely set up here because really this redstone torch should be down there, and hence it'll open up and allow coke in. The only problem, now you can hear the crusher. I'll just run away for a minute. Now, the only problem with the way that I have it set up is that when you leave the chunk with the by the arc furnace hopper, that it gets unloaded and hence it turns the signal on, so it sends coke into the crusher even though you don't want it to. And so that's why I put it over here, and also partly because the crusher takes a while to crush the coke, so usually by the time the hopper is full, there'll be a lot of coke in the queuing in the crusher, so hence you'll get a lot of coke afterward, even though you don't need it. That's the only problem with it. Now, the one other thing with this redstone system is that you could set it up with the coal conveyor as well. So you could set up a redstone probe on one of these hoppers and then run redstone wire, to a similar redstone system. Put a what is it called? Redstone lamp beneath there, and then in place of that conveyor, and then that will have it automatically start filling with coal when the conveyor gets close to being empty. I don't do that though because I do have a finite amount of coal. I don't want all my coal turned into coke because I use it for other purposes such as running my steam locomotives. So down here I just have a turntable so I can direct the coal either into my inventory or into the main system here. So yeah, that is my main system. Now I do have a little power plant set up over here out of the thermoelectric generators using uranium and crushed ice. I know it looks really, really fancy, but it does the job. And then I just have some low voltage wire here and then some floodlights to illuminate it. And yeah, oh, one more important thing is I have the creosote oil pumped directly out of the coke ovens using the pumps and pipes into a tank so that way it all drains into the same tank. And then I have another pipe from the tank going over to my little sawmill over behind the train station there, so that I can make treated wood. Now the thing is that usually you get a lot more creosote oil than you actually need. So when it gets full, to get rid of the extra, I just take a block, put it back in, find my handy dandy hammer, and left click of the base enters it back to a silo and gets rid of all the extra creosote oil you need. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Well, I hope you really found this helpful and as inspiration for something to do. And some of the principles here for this automated cocoa production can also work in different things as well. And I will probably make a few videos on those later, so stay tuned. Have a good one. Bye.